that you just, honestly, you kind of ride the edge of what's good and what's bad. And you know, you're kind of wondering, I wonder how much I'll get away with this one. Because that is what I've been trying to do. You take a look at this. This is ChatGPT, okay? Every single student knows how to use this, but not as good as me. I know how to use ChatGPT better than all of you, okay? You use ChatGPT to solve your homework. I'm using ChatGPT to come up with a master plan for how to evade my school's rules through a loophole that they didn't even know they had. Hear me out. This is a graduation cap. It's red, yes. It's one of many. They come in many different colors. Fun fact. We are allowed to decorate these in my school, and I am graduating in about 2.5 weeks. More kind of like almost 2 at this point. 2 weeks to make this thing mine, okay? And we're taking this thing off. We're putting that flat, and we're putting a headband on it, because freak that stuff. I'm not. Bro, I look so stupid like this. We're not doing that. But anyways, sorry, I had something in my teeth. So freaking, we gotta decorate this, right? We had a whole senior meeting at my high school. We're all like, you know, what is this about? Is this about, you know, stop drawing genitalia on the wall? No. It's about the rules for our graduation cap, okay? The rules are as follows. No electricity, okay? No electricity, meaning like no generators, no Dead by Daylight generators, nothing like that. Probably, also not batteries, okay? Don't put batteries on this thing. It'll like, I don't know, implode, explode. You know, one of those things. That's close enough to what they say. Also, don't put tassels that aren't the tassel you put on there. Now that I mention it, my tassel isn't even on this thing. I assume it's in the other bag with all the other stuff. But anyways, we need to decorate this. Now, throughout all of those things, you know, no tassels, nothing hanging too far down you can't see, nothing above 1 inch, bless you, over your grad cap. So like stuff has to be like this high. Hold on, actually, let me grab my meter stick. Hold on. Holy shit, it's in a different place. Hold on, let me just grab my T-square. I don't know, I guess that's just the bet to the next thing we have. Also, this is a T-square. You use it for carpentry, architecture, similar things. Now, if you look at what an inch is, you can't see, obviously. It is about right where my lowest finger is. That is how much space, right where this finger is. So I'd say it's about the size. It's about the length of the tip of this to like this. It's not very much, but it is better than nothing. So those are the requirements. No electricity. No electricity. What were the other ones? Oh, no more than an inch off of the grad cap. And nothing hanging down too far. Okay? Nothing hanging down. Oh, excuse me. Why did I sneezing? So freaking those are the regulations, right? But you'll notice, if you're a witty like me, you'll notice there's one simple flaw in all of this that they do not address. And I'll show you what it is right now. If you'll direct your attention exactly 2 meters to your left, or for my Americans, 6 feet to your left. What's that? All of my money going down the drain because her water bill is $300 a month. But it's also water. Now you see, my school doesn't have any restrictions on putting water on our grad caps. And you know, you want to know why this is such a huge oversight. It's because, alright, bye, y'all have fun. You want to know why this is such a big oversight? Because, these teachers, they tell us don't try anything funny or you'll get kicked out. So I'm treading water here, you know, I'm like trying to tread water for as long as I can, literally treading water, but that water is about to be on my grad cap, okay? It's about to be here. 1 inch of it, just all over it. Not actually. I'm more creative than that, guys. I swear. They think that it's fine because the place where we have our graduation at only allows 1 unopened water bottle into the arena. Okay? This is something, I don't know if this is gonna work. I might not be able to walk, is the issue if I try this. However, you know that grad camp design, for everybody who's a Minecrafter, which is like, I don't know, everything this whole channel is based about, Minecraft! The ultimate, the great, there's this one grad camp design everybody does, and low-key, yeah, it's basic as hell when everybody does it, but low-key it's a good one, so I don't give a shit. It's like you have the ender portal up here, and then it has like the end or whatever, like on it, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much, okay, pretty much. I think we should do that, okay, I think we should do that. Now, I was asking ChatGPT, I was like, hey, I might get away with water, but what else could I add to my grad cap to make it look like it's watery, like glitter water? Well, you know, not doing water because they'll probably figure that out. I assume they'll figure that out. Glitter, like in a glitter pouch, like you know those phone cases and everything? Hi, Seek from Doors, how you doing today, man? How you doing today, man? Nice to see you back, nice to see you back. We're talking about how my grad cap requirements have a big loophole. They don't say we can't include water. However, they think that because we can only bring 1 unopened water bottle into the, like, place where I have my graduation, they think we won't do it. But, I mean, if you just have a pouch on top of your grad cap, I mean, just like, go shove that shit in there. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to do. But they literally said, they're like, if you do anything stupid, you're not gonna walk. So how do we get away with it, I suppose? And now the thing is they check our stuff 3 times before we walk. And the thing is I can't take off my cap while I'm walking or while I'm seated. So, sorry, that was my phone. It's my Life 360 telling me my parents are leaving the facility because I'm batshit crazy during, my bad. I'm already crossing. I'm bat crazy during this. We're doing something with this, okay? We have cinnamon rolls, okay? Cinnamon rolls! My parents told me, well, actually, I asked my parents because, you know, they low-key, why the heck is my music on freaking Project Sekai music? Oh my god, I'm gonna get copyrighted. What the heck? No! No! I'm gonna get copyrighted. Please. Please. What is... Why? Why? Oh. Oh. I really hope I do not get copyrighted. I'm totally getting copyrighted. Oh my god, bro. Gonna have to use all that water money to my freaking grad cap. Gonna have to go to that freaking copyright strike I just got. Oh my goodness. Fire music. Not good for streaming. Not good for streaming because I'm 95% sure that is a big game and they will not let me use that music. It's kind of copyrighted, you know. But anyways. Here's the idea, guys, okay? Let me, I wonder if there's paper around here where I can sketch this idea out for y'all, okay? Here is crazy, okay? If y'all haven't graduated yet, take notes! Because I'm about to freaking eat this up, okay? I'm about to destroy everybody else at my graduation with my wonderful ideas. Let's see. I have, that's not gonna work. Ah! I'm sorry, something just fell. Alright, we have this, compostable, recyclable thingies, blah, blah, blah. Hey, broski, is that your uniform? No, I just like dressing like this. Do you guys see why everybody at my school thinks I like women? The women think so, that's for fucking sure. My bad, cursing. Hello, VJ, how are you doing today? We're talking about my grad cap. My grad cap, how we're gonna decorate it, okay? Now, since they don't have anything against water, the loophole here, God, they're gonna kick me out, bro. This is the grad cap, okay? Can y'all see that? The grad cap? Right here. Now, the thing is it has this little dot in the middle. Yeah, cover that up. We don't care about it, okay? We are going to put a portal in the middle, and this is where our possible glitter water will be. Right here, okay? Right here. End portal frames. All over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, shoot. It's 3 per. I was like, I'm totally missing something. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So here are the end portal frames. Okay. You have the silverfish spawner. I want to include silverfish on this too. Silverfish spawner. Okay. Let's say this is the front. So this is gonna be what's by my face. Okay. In the back, what we're gonna have. What should we have in the back? I didn't think this far ahead. Oh, a bow. Why not? Okay, guys, let's have a cute little bow because I'm such a good little cute kid for doing all this. Oh my goodness, look. Wow, that is the best bow I've ever drawn. This is the bow that's gonna hang down in the back. You know what's also gonna hang down? You know how they said you can't have anything hanging too far down on your cap because they need to see your face? Well, they didn't say you can't have anything hanging down, so we're gonna have jewelry hanging down all this. Dude, I'm literally gonna be the best dressed, okay? Literally best dressed. Well, I mean, not best dressed, best accessory, I guess, because the gowns are ugly, bro. They're so ugly. But anyways, I digress. We're gonna have, I don't know, like flowers or something. I don't know, something to cover up the fact that I have water in my cap because, you know, they have to check this 3 times. And hopefully they don't find it. But if we can't do water, if I don't come up with a good idea, and perhaps I might literally just ask her, hey, if I prove I have a watertight container, can I have water? I might mess it up for the next 50 generations that go to that school. But at least I did it. This is what selfish is. This is what not being selfless is, okay, guys? So, check this. I'm like a boss. I'm like a, I don't know, I'm like a person or something. Showing you my work, okay? Bow in the back, flowers along the edge. Hey, they can also get water. From where, you might ask? From the one unopened water bottle we're allowed to bring to graduation. Which they totally wouldn't put on their graduation caps. Oh, they're such fools, aren't they? They're not inventive at all. They should get these teenagers to come up with ideas for loopholes. You know, if I exploited a loophole, do you think they'd kick me out of graduation? Like, genuinely, you know? Like, it's kind of a toss-up. You know, there might be some people that are like, oh, you know what? Fair enough. It's watertight. It works. However, there's a 99% chance they're just gonna kick me out. Especially if they check 3 times. But hear me out. I mean, you go through the scanner, they check all your stuff, you go to the bathroom really quick, because you really gotta go. You fill that shit up. I mean, what they gonna do? You gotta go. They don't have time to check a 4th time, you know? They don't have time to check a 4th time. So, I might quiz other seniors that have walked before me. How much do they check? Do they check really crazy in your cap to make sure they don't have anything? Because I bet they'll be secure. They'll think they're all fine and dandy from the metal detector. They'll look through the metal detector and they'll be like, oh, I don't see anything that might be an issue. I don't see anything at all. Nothing wrong. And then I add water. And then the camera zooms in on each person's cap and they're like, gang, what the heck? What is this? This doesn't look like it meets the regulations. Well, actually, it does. Doesn't say we can't have water on our graduation caps, woman. Crazy. Is your house in the middle of nowhere? It looks like your house is in the middle of the woods. Yeah, pretty much. There's a big woody hill in the back. Pretty much, yeah. A bunch of yellow jackets, bees. I like the bees though. The big bumblers or whatever. The carpenter ones, which are actually kind of nice because I'm an architect. You know, you think if I build something, they'd like. Well, if I design something, they'd build it for me. Be kind of nice. Be kind of nice. They drill holes into our deck that we built because I don't know, call us like farmers, homesteaders? Is that the right term? I don't know. But we have one, okay? We have one. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. I have more fan-made entities for you to hear. Tell me about it. The more fan-made entities you have, the more you have to put in your grad cap, okay, ma'am? Tell me about it. So we have this idea, too. Now, let's say I can't think of a good enough idea to get away with water. We made the mistake of using what it called for and all the sin. Oh, I think my mother told me. When doing the butter on the dough, you use much less than it says. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mother. I appreciate your insight. My mother is very good. What about emergency services? Dang, you place is crazy. Yeah, the hospital that lives around here is notorious for being notorious for being bad. So the next closest hospital is like 2 hours away. So honestly, I'd rather just die than go to the hospital closest to here. But you know, we don't even have that many emergencies on stream anyway, so it's not a big deal. You know, you just built differently. As long as you don't, like, you know, catch your house on fire, you know, break a few bones, or, you know, break your setup or anything, you're fine. You're fine. I mean, pretty much, you know, some of us are CPR certified. My dog might be more than the average person, which is kind of none. Also, you know, for grad caps, they say no electronics, but some people have gotten away with fairy lights. I don't know. But I asked ChatGPT what I should do. And, pretty much told me, like, oh, just make it a little glitter pocket that people can look about. When you move your head, it goes, woo, woo, like, you know, that. Pretty fine. Also told me to use holographic stuff. Not a bad idea. Hold on, let me show you guys something. I have actually something really cool. I bet none of you have seen it. Where is it? Oh, so... Oh, we have this fun little dandy thing. I can make silverfish out of this. Called Cricut Vinyl. And it does this thing called vinyling stuff. And I could get some really interesting purpley black of this to make a portal out of. To kind of line it, and then I can have the glitter kind of throughout it. You know, pretty oh, some of it just dropped on the floor. That's kind of sad. But yeah, tons of this stuff glitters. It's kind of hard to see in the lighting, but you can tell it's really glittery, especially this one. This one's a little bit more coarse, but this one has like a holographic film on top of it. I might go to an arts and crafts store and get some. I should record, like, when I make my grad cap, a bit about it, because that would be kind of fun. But anyways, I digress. Basically, I'm kind of out of breath now. Just talking so much. You know when you can never get, like, any enough air? That's me. Hold on. Anyways, so ChatGPT is giving me ideas like that, and you know we're gonna see if we can get away with it. Some people get away with fairy lights, so I'm gonna petition the teacher to see what I can kind of get away with a little bit. You know, a little bit. Dry glitter shaker layer. What else is there? Iridescent holographic glow in the dark accents was something that I came up with. But I don't know. Make tiny ender pearls out of resin with glitter? That's actually so smart! What? Oh my god. ChatGPT. Gosh. So smart. So intelligent. Moving sparkles with tulle or mesh? Yeah, you're dumb. Dumb as hell, ChatGPT. Dumb as heck, ChatGPT. Dimensional effects. Use puffy glitter glue or 3D paint for the portal frames runes. No. Add raised elements? Dude, I only have an inch to work with. Reflective layers. Alternating rings of glitter cardstock and foil board? Fiber-like glow? Use glow yarn, iridescent string, or even angel hair tinsel to swirl them into the portal. That is so specific. What? I think we're gonna have to ponder on this a bit more. Because, you know, This grad cap better be not like other people's, you know? It better not. I pride myself on being really creative and also just showing up everybody else in the room. Gosh, I love doing that. Because then people get beef with me, and the more that people hate me, the more I feel compelled to prove them wrong. And I've been doing that consistently. So yeah, fuck you. What's somebody who hates me? I need to think. Hold on. I need to choose a good one. Gwen. Fuck you, Gwen. You know who you are. You know who you are. Not watching this. Definitely not. Definitely not. But anyways. That is so true, dude. Exactly. Let's all agree if you live in Australia, you've seen a koala chilling in your room next to the door, and the koala's like, sup, dude? Yeah. You know what also does that in Australia? A gigantic spider, like, crawling is like, it's like, hold on, let me show you guys this. This is what a spider stands like. Stands like this, and it's like, yo, sup, dude? Like, that's a spider. And then you go, when there's one the size of your head, you're not exactly excited to see it. So you just take the thing that holds your utensil while you're cooking, and you go, rah, rah, rah! And that's how you cook a delicious dish, but then the spider interrupts you, and you decide you have business to take care of. Which is why you're wearing a suit without a coat. That is exactly it. This also looks black. This is like a dark red. Also kind of pink. Damn! Dang. Am I getting old? Okay. Well. Hello? Oh, God. That was a little scary. Oh, lol, I never sent out my notifications that I'm live. That's funny. That is kind of unfortunate. Alright, well, anyways. It still says we're doing stuffed shells, so I'm gonna switch that around really quick. What we're making today, guys, is cinnamon rolls and a secret recipe! Now, you might be like, what the heck is a secret recipe? You know? What is that, okay? It's called a secret, so why the heck would I tell you, okay? Why would I tell you? Hello, Landon Mac, you're out of school? W! Escaped from the dungeon! You might as well be playing Jailbreak IRL, man. Like, literally. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Just leave. Genuinely. As a senior, you get tons of days off at the end of the school year, but not if you have too many absences. This one does. Too many. I've got to be there for like the next 2 weeks because I have so much to do. Is it Soup Thursday or what? We're actually making cinnamon rolls and also a secret recipe that you guys will see. You'll see, okay? You'll have to see what it is, and then I'll like pass it on. Like you all are like a bunch of children that are like, I don't know, inheriting a will from somebody you don't even know. Like, you have a legacy. You have a legacy to protect, a legacy to keep. Please, carry on my will before I die. I actually had to fill out this survey today, actually, as a senior in high school. And there, like, one of the questions was, do you have any last words? And I'm like, so basically, I'm not graduating. So basically, I'm dying, is what I'm hearing. Why would they phrase it like that? Why would they phrase it? I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this recipe because we will say. Do you play Grow a Garden on Roblox? No, but I've heard of it. It would be kind of interesting to see it. Oh my god, this food looks so good. God, I'm so big! Put the phone down! It's just mouth-watering. You know, fun fact, depending on your genetics, you can produce less or more saliva. So here's the best ever vegan cinnamon rolls. Oh, there's an ad loading. I don't know what it is. Hopefully it's not naked women, because that seems to be odd. Oh my gosh! It's the Hawaiian cinnamon rolls! you guys don't understand. There's these King's Hawaiian cinnamon rolls in Hawaii, and they're like the little pretzel nuggets, and they're like sweet. Like they have salt on them, but they're like the sweet Hawaiian bread. They're so good. But if you are prone to diabetes, or you have a family history of it, do not eat them. I ate so many. My family has a very big history of it, okay? Do not eat them. If you are generously rub 2 disposable foil pie pans. Generously rub. Okay. I don't mean to get freaky with my recipe for cinnamon rolls, you fucking weirdo. You freaking weirdo. 2 tablespoons vegan butter to coat the foil pan. Foil pan? Alright. Tell me if I'm crazy here. What is a foil pan? You mean just like a metal pan? Alexa, what is a foil pan? She takes forever to respond.
A foil pan is a baking dish that is made of aluminum. It is a versatile cooking tool that can be used for a variety of recipes, such as baked desserts, lasagna, and roasted vegetables. Foil pans are
Alexa, stop. God, that's too much information for me, woman. Goodness, she's too smart. I'm not up to speed for this. Aluminum pan? They have those? I thought it was only aluminum foil. Wait, what are my pans made out of? Alexa, what is a typical baking pan made out of?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, a baking pan is a pan used for cooking things in the oven, usually made of aluminum and coated with a non-stick substance and often rectangular or square in shape.
They're usually
most often used for making things such as bread or cakes, etc., but can be used to cook most anything.
They're usually made of aluminum? This thing? Hold on. You know what? I think it's time to do some testing, okay? It's time to do some testing. If this thing is made out of aluminum, then by, it should be like this aluminum foil, right? That's the sound of the pan. I don't think I tapped it correctly. Hold on. Oh. They do feel similar. Darn, they do feel similar. Just like when I learned that Rice Krispies aren't made of mayonnaise. I'm like... There's a barcode on this. Chat, do we think that this can go in the oven? It has a barcode on it. Well, I mean, I guess it has. Oh my gosh. You know how we talked about how the nearest hospital that's actually good is like 2 hours away? I just saved my family's house. Oh my god, I feel like lightheaded, bro. This is way too much to take in. Oh my gosh, like genuinely. God, I'm so stupid. Family Entity 1 Blaze is a Rush variant that burns the room and he looks like Blitz but orange and has red sharp teeth and glowing eyes. And the only way to be safe is if you hide in plain sight. That would be a smart one. I remember when I played Rooms, the ones that always got me and I was always scared of were the ones where you have to hide in plain sight. Ooh, what if you made it so, like, you can't hide near, like, flammable stuff, too? Like, that would be cool. That would be epic, man. The Rooms entities scare the crap out of me, man. Yikes. Yikes. Yabba-dabba-doo. I wasn't supposed to say that. Oh, I'm supposed to be recovering from saying yabba-dabba-doo. Oh, I just said it again. I'm tweaking out already on a stream. And I'm trying to scrape off the barcode because I need to coat this. This is like literally the first step of the recipe, guys. I swear. I just saved a family of 4, aka my family of 4. Actually, I'm not like the mother, I'm the kid of the family of 4. If that, you know, chat, yeah. If I had 2 kids, I would have started giving birth to those stupid things at like 16. Maybe I should have done that. I would have gotten a lot of money from that settlement. Because I was like a minor and I wouldn't be able to okay, you know what? Never mind. That's bad. That's bad. But you know, low-key, if I ever got money from like a lottery or a settlement, I'm putting it in the Alphabet Inc. stock and watching it go up 2% and then plummet. Because honestly, stock market core. So, the first thing we need to do is generously rub 2 disposable foil pie pans with vegan butter. Generously rub. I guess I just like low-key dig in. I don't know how I feel about this. Also, Blaze is half blind, so you're safe in corners also. Ah, smart. I like that. Alright, chat. Let's use my not $300, $300 water bill water. This is very cold. But we can't risk heating it up, otherwise we won't have enough money to survive the winter. It's almost summer. We won't have enough money to survive the summer when it burns all of our crops to a crisp. Because, you know, we just live in the middle of nowhere. What a lovely little day to be in the middle of nowhere, isn't it, chat? Isn't it? Wow. I played the piano. You're welcome. I know. I'm the best at it. I'm literally dressed like somebody who would play the piano. If anybody plays the piano and can confirm that, that would be appreciated. You know, it's always good to have a second opinion, and as long as it's a right opinion, if you have a wrong opinion, then don't even bother, because you're wrong for like a reason. It smells like alcohol wipes in here. It smells like alcohol. That reminds me, is like the 15-year-old vodka thing still up there? I don't know, I think we got rid of it. That's quite unfortunate. You know, they never said no alcohol on our graduation caps. Yeah, that wouldn't make it past security. But it might for my parents. Okay. Perhaps we should not do that. That seems like a very ill-informed thing to do? Question mark? Anyways, I have a bunch of stuff here. If y'all want to go and take a look at our ingredients for this first recipe, which is the cinnamon rolls. So what we have here, okay, is first off, almond vanilla milk. Why? Because I can't have regular milk. You got an opinion about it? I don't know, go make your own cinnamon rolls instead of watching this or something. You got flour, or I got flour. You probably have it too, though. Brown sugar. That was not English. Powder sugar. Salt. Sugar. And cinnamon. Oh, and also, this fancy little bottle of vanilla extract. I don't know where we got this. This is like fancy or something. Probably somewhere else besides the state we live in or something. And then we got this, this plant butter or whatever. I don't remember where we got this. Definitely not in my area, that's for sure. And then we got fast rising instant yeast. That took a little bit of time. So, welcome back to the ASMR channel where we do really odd things for no reason, except for the fact that the recipe calls for it. And, you know, I've got to do it, because it says that's how you do it. Yeah. So, we need to generously rub 2 disposable foil pie pans. Hold on, let me see if I have another pie pan. Oh my gosh, the butter's already all over my hand, bro. Can't even give me a second or something. This isn't exactly a pie pan, but honestly, I don't care. We're going with it. So, God, I feel like I'm about to commit some type of crime. We just... we just take the butter and just spread it on the pan. There's gotta be some tool for this, bro. There's gotta be some tool for this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. How delicious. How delectable. I love buttering a pan with my bare fingers because I have literally nothing else. I would use like my whole hand, but like these fingers are just not as efficient, I think, in a way. Gosh, this is disgusting. I hate its greed. I hate its greed. Bonus mechanic sprinting. You could now sprint, so that means you can now reach the next door when rush is coming. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So it basically gives you sprinting so you're able to move faster, huh? It reminds me of the Doors ranked mode a bit, with how they were going so fast. You know, it always kind of made me feel really odd. Like, why did the character in Doors always go so slow? Like, I get it's for like pacing and stuff, but like, bro, it's not really realistic. All right, that's one pan absolutely violated. So let's go to the other pan, okay? Why not, chat? This is a family-friendly channel, except I am still working on the cursing part. And also, I obviously seem to pick very weird recipes sometimes, because this is a little bit odd. It's completely normal, but it does not feel so. And also, Cookie Run Kingdom is sending multiple updates to go and play and get the new Doomed Yuri characters from their gacha. But that's okay, because I quite literally cannot get any more gacha pulls from that thing. I am a certified gambler, and you know, if a certified gambler says that, you quite literally can get nothing more. Now, if we keep on oiling up this pan, because this is oil, by the way, it's not actual butter, it's like margarine in a way, but it's like oil and stuff, we'll eventually get to the place that we need to be to do whatever we need to or something. I'm not exactly sure what I am trying to do here. I feel like the cinnamon rolls were just, I don't know, come out of the pan no matter what I do, but I don't know, the recipe says to do this, so I'm just doing this. Pretty much, chat. That's all you do. We're all just slaves to the corporations. And it turns out this corporation is just some random middle-aged woman coming up with the best food I've ever tasted. So, both of the pans are buttered. I'm going to wash off my hands. Well, my hand, really. The other one actually does have a bit of butter on it. I'm just gonna dabble a little bit of water on that one. So now we have a paper towel to use if we ever run into any issues. So now, what we need to do is we need to make the dough. We need to make the dough, okay? We need to make the dough. I'm gonna kick this rug over here that you guys can't currently see up. This is how I get you guys closer to this KitchenAid stand mixer, okay? So, I'm gonna move you guys up so y'all can see what I'm doing. We have this cute little dandy corner with this bread maker that we still have not used, but my mother got it because she thought I'd like it. And yes, I do like it because I'm a fat because I'm big and I love food. Yay, food! I say as my chunky fingers reach out for the next thing on my plate. Pretty much me. Now that I think about it, oh no, I did eat something for lunch. That's good. What do I need? Recipe. What do you say I need to do? Hold on. Whisk together the almond milk, melted butter. Whisk! That means we should use a whisk! Now, chat. Point? Hold on. Hold on. Wait! Wait! Ah! What am I doing? Chat. I can't get the whisk attachment. There's like literally a whisk hanging up here. You can't see it because it's in. I literally cannot get it out, but I need it. Oh, I just have to push it up. Anyways, points to the attachment that we should use. We have the dough hook. Everybody goes, no! We don't want the dough hook. This! I mean, it would be preferred, but no! Because guess what the recipe says? The high maintenance recipe. Yes! Use this for probably about like 3 ingredients. I mean, it literally is going to be for 3 ingredients, and then we're going to switch over to the other hook. But it's okay. It's fine. It's all fine and dandy. So, it says, whisk together the almond milk, melted butter, and sugar. So, let's see how much we need. We need 2 cups of almond milk at room temperature. Well, I mean, it's been sitting around here for about, 50 minutes, so I think it's good. Half a cup of vegan butter. That is a lot. A 1/4 cup of organic sugar. Organic sugar? What is... Oh, right! So actually, fun fact, guys. Did you know that the reason why sugar is white is because it's bleached over animal bones? So it's actually not vegan. So if you get original cane sugar, it's actually more this kind of brown, kind of like if brown sugar was the consistency of regular sugar. It has like brown crystals instead of white, which is why I'm following a vegan recipe, and that's why it says organic. Fun fact, told. And then it looks like we add some active dry yeast. So we need a 1/4 cup, a 1/2 cup, and a cup. 1/4 cup. I'm going underneath the place where y'all are propped up to get these lovely things. These measurement spoon, whatever the heck spoon. That's what I did to your mom last night. Let's find, what do I need? 1/4 and a 1/3, right? Or no, 1/2 and a 1/4. 1/2 and a 1/4. Might be a bit loud, sorry. Alright, so we have a 1/2 and a 1/4. That's what I need, right? Yes, okay. That's what I need. A whole 1/2 of vegan butter seems like an awful lot, Chad. I think, might be giving my father some heart issues. Right. My mother told me to use less than what it called for. So actually, what we need is this for my vegan butter. So chat, honestly, this thing has like literal marks of my fingers from where I grabbed the butter like really aggressively. Chat, if y'all look down here, it's so bad. It's so bad. You can see like right there is where I grabbed it. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's actually genuinely kind of disturbing. The vegan butter is actually like really nasty, okay guys? Like it's nasty, genuinely. Like it has a good consistency and taste, but it's also just, it's just gross. I don't know why. Oh, I need to melt this. Hold on. We have this for a reason. It's not, it might be getting there. Yeah! It's not quite enough. Let's just, yeah, take one of these. Fun fact, guys, if you have a skill issue, just get a tool, and it'll help you just get that little last bit out. Now we melt it. Now, everybody, vote! In time. How long do you think it'll take to melt this vegan butter? That's very important, okay? That's very important. Go ahead and make your predictions, okay? Make your predictions. How long will it take to melt? We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna start by putting it in for 10 seconds. 10 seconds into the microwave. 10 seconds. Let us see. Not 10 seconds. Putting it in for 5 more. This will be 15. It melts very fast. I really could have put it in for probably only 12 and it would have melted perfectly. Oh, actually, there's still a little bit in there. So probably more kind of around 17, 18. Let's put it in for 3 seconds. Let's see what happens. I hear it bubbling. I hear it bubbling. Yeah! Well, I mean, there's a tiny bit, but it doesn't matter. It's around 18 seconds to melt vegan butter. If you got that right, you definitely did not. If you got that right, though, congratulations. You're now a certified vegan. Go eat some vegan butter. Like, probably won't be able to find it anywhere, because freaking, it's not in mine, that's for sure. So we need 2 cups of almond milk at room temperature. Where does that cup I got? Did I get one? I don't think I did. Hold on. I need a cup measurement because I low-key forgot to get one. I think this is one. Hold on. Yes! This is a cup! This is a cup. You know that game site I was making with my brother? I gave it to my friend suddenly. People at school keep coming up to you and offering money for it. Really? That's awesome. What? They keep offering money. That's crazy. Wow. Capitalism. No, seriously, man. That's what I'm saying. You should make like tons of it and just like start selling it. Sell it. Make a Etsy account. Etsy account for. Alright. Always make sure to smell your milk. Smells almondy and also vanilla-y, which is what we want. I think I'm about to drop it on the floor, but that's okay because I just believe. I believe in myself, which is not exactly something my parents do. Not because they hate me most of the time, but because well, I've almost burnt their house down on multiple occasions, so it's a little hard. But that's okay. It's fine. Go to therapy for. Oh wow, I filled that up right up to the brim. Oh, I think it's dripping down the side. Probably not a very good idea. Let's pour it in. Is oat milk pasteurized? I already know the answer to that question. It is. Don't ask me anything else, and do not ridicule me. We're gonna put in our melted vegan butter into our thingy. I think this way is the best way. Looks like I broke my arm, but that's okay. Little dramatic, are we? Okay, hold on, there's a little bit of butter left. Don't mind my dislocated arm, guys. It's pretty normal. Pretty normal. Alright, anyways. That's done. That's done. That's done. Let's see. Game site business is lucrative as heck. I was thinking about making a free light version with like 2 games and then selling the games as microtransactions. And then if you want, you can buy access to the full site for the low price of $10. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Hey, I say you give it a shot and then you always start high and then if you need to lower it, you can lower it, you know? It all depends on how many people you want on your site. If it's a player-heavy game, you probably want to make it lower. But if it's not, make it a little bit higher, you know? Why not? Alright, well, we need to get butter in this one for the cup, but it has a little bit of butter in it. I meant sugar, not butter, for the first thing. So, we're just gonna wash it out. I'm losing so much money from all this water. Ow! That's hot! Bad sink. R.I.P. my freaking hand, bro. Ah! Stop that. Very disobedient. But so is my water bill. My parents' water bill. Correction. Honestly, it should be called mine, by the way. I've been contributing to it. Freaking just showering and sitting in the shower for like 50 minutes. But anyways, yeah. I'm gonna make sure that there's not too much water inside of this thing, and then we'll be able to get the sugar out and about. We aren't allowed to do cash at school. That makes sense. A lot of schools do that. I think mine is pretty chill though, just because they know the kids are bat crazy. So my big ad telling them to launder it through the cafeteria snacks. Exactly, and they are really overpriced, so it's kind of good. Hey, heck yeah. Launder the money! Good. We love money laundering. Money laundering is such a good strat. Don't tell anybody I said that. Alright, fourth cup. Boom! I would really just pick that up. Like that one video where that kid is putting all the sugar into the juice. Really just... like literally the bubbles and everything. Oh, it wasn't quite the right voice. But I digest. I digress, not digest. I do not digest any of this because I literally cannot. Let's see. So, the mixture should be just warm. I don't care. Sprinkle the yeast evenly over the warm mixture and let it set for 1 minute. I see. Okay, so sprinkle the yeast. That's what I'm gaining. That's what I'm garnering from this information. There's a bunch of confusing instructions after that, but we'll work on those when they start, I don't know, happening. So let's just, we're gonna cut this. Boom! Dry yeast packet. This is how things rise and rise. Are you not swearing because the young children YT chat swear anyway? Be a good influence. Be a good influence. Be a good influence. I'm definitely not. By the way, I was saying earlier that there was like a loophole in my grad cap where they don't say that we can't have water. They said no electricity on your grad cap. Nothing above 1 inch and nothing covering your face. But they think that since they only allow us one unopened water bottle into the graduation area that we're going to graduate from, that we won't do anything with water. But I'm considering it. Although I have a feeling I probably wouldn't be able to walk at graduation if I did it. But honestly, might be worth it. No, it definitely wouldn't. I have a friend coming from Chicago to come see this. I kind of want to impress her. She's hot, but only because she's my friend, you know? She has, like, a freaking boyfriend or whatever, but she doesn't have a girlfriend, so, I mean, she's up to it, but I'm not gay. So, you know, that's... Anyways. That's a completely unrelated topic to anything I've ever said on stream. I'm gonna quickly mix this up for 2 seconds. It's not plugged in. How do I plug it in? Where's my... Oh, there it is. I was like, where is the plug? There is the plug. And we go... Boom! And we go like this. And then we let it stand for, like, what, a minute is what it said? Well, anyways, while it's doing that, we're going to prepare our next ingredients, which is, kind of already prepared. After viciously violating every one of these pans, we're going to place them to the side. Because we're actually not going to need them for a while. Because we've got to let this dough rise after this, which is when I'll teach you guys my secret recipe for secret things. And secret people who are not associated with the government because they had a birth at home and were never registered. Because the midwife is sworn to secrecy. Everybody quiet. I'm actually one of those people, you know, I'm graduating from a high school, but I'm not registered as, like, a human being in, like, the government, which honestly might end up better in the long run. It really might. Like, it genuinely might. Oh, but I'm not, by the way. Not, by the way. 1 unopened water bottle is times infinite opened water bottles. Exactly. No, seriously though, they got us rolled for a meeting to go over this, because I guess people haven't been able to, like, walk at the graduation, because they've done, like, you know, electrical things in their grad caps, or it's gone over too much, like, you know, stupid things like that. But seriously, I mean, the question is would they kick me out? You know? Like, that's the real question. Would they decide that me breaking this loophole that is very much there is enough of a punishable offense that I should be taken out? Like, and not, but like, hey, you're not gonna walk at graduation, Menace. You're not, okay? You're quite literally not. And they have this camera that that kind of, you know, hovers above multiple people's graduation caps and showcases them off. We're waiting for for the yeast to do its thing, by the way. That's why we're waiting. I don't know. I don't know if they'll notice. Because, you know, if you're sitting in, like, the graduation area and you'd have something that's not exactly outlawed, but not exactly acceptable, but they don't really say it's not acceptable, it's just, you know, I don't think they would find it acceptable. Are they gonna take me out? Because if they are, I hope it's to that lovely Mexican restaurant that's nearby and not to the other one my mother went to the other day. That one was a really bad one. But I wonder how much I can hide it, you know? Like, if I have something for the water that's, like, really, really, really in my graduation cap that you can only really tell if you're really looking at it, I mean, how would they know? How would they know? You know? And it would be really funny if I could get away with it. Will I? Probably not. I'm gonna be for real with you, chat. I'm probably not gonna get away with this. There are a lot of bad kids at my school, therefore they are quite literally prepared for the worst. But they're obviously not prepared for me to Why does my phone keep turning on? They're obviously not prepared for me to exploit this. Actually, I need my phone to be on. Hold up. Alright. That probably gave the yeast enough time to do its thing. So I need like 5 cups of flour is what it said. 5 cups of flour and 1 teaspoon of salt. Now, chat. Flour is the building block for. Am I gonna have enough flour? Chat. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough flour for this. Hold on. Oh, shoot! Crap, am I gonna have enough flour for this? Hold up. This is what I get. This is what I get. No, 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 no! Oh! This is what happens when I think that there's flour. Just, oh my god, there is. Woo! I knew I had some, but I actually thought I didn't for a second there. I was like looking over the ingredients earlier. I was like, I'll be fine. I bet there's some up there. Well, I guess I keep it in the other cabinet. Wow. I'm out of breath all of a sudden. I've been, like, really old. Like, really old to this stream. What's going on? Is it because I'm wearing, like, one of those grandpa sweaters I own? Bro. Dang! Alright, well, anyways. What am I? Oh, right. What we need to do is need to get 5 cups of labba-dabba-doo and get that in the blah bowl. And then we need to, let it do its thing for a while. Oh. This is milk in it. Perhaps we should get that out before we, begin to fill it up with flour. I don't think putting almond milk in our flour is going to be a very smart decision. So, we're just gonna, you know, clean it out a little bit before we do anything else. Because, I do not want to get murdered by my rest of my family, even though I'm really the only one who uses ingredients to cook in this household. They've gotten into Chick-fil-A kids meals recently. So now we're not actually cooking as much as we are going out to eat. And by we, I mean them. I still have to cook myself meals. They're like, make yourself some food. And I'm like, okay, Loki, I get it. I'm an adult, but why? I don't wanna, Mom, I don't wanna. Like a spoiled little brat that I am. Alright, this is our first cup, okay, chat? Now, we're putting that in there. I feel like there's flour on my hands. I mean, there is, but like not as much as I feel like there is, if that makes sense. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I hope this doesn't kick out. It doesn't! Wow, it's so well behaved. What a well behaved blender. KitchenAid mixer. I've never seen a KitchenAid mixer so well behaved. Completely chill KitchenAid mixer. Not like that. This is our second cup out of 5. Somebody please keep count. I can't count. Chat. Count. Count. I know y'all can do it, okay? I know y'all, sweet tea. I know y'all can do it, chat. I know y'all can do it. Uh-huh. Alright. 5 hops this time. 1. I mean, 3. Why am I saying 1? I'm a little bit... That's our 3rd cup, chat. 3rd cup. I still have the whisk attachment, and it seems to be doing okay. I might want to switch it over, actually. This is a good time to switch it over. So what we're going to do is we're just going to lift that up and let it do its thing. And chat, what we're going to do next, we haven't had to do this on a stream before, so congratulations, everybody. You're seeing something that we don't do very often, but we do still, because, you know, we use ingredients. Filling up the flour canister, because literally, look at that. We're not getting 2 more cups out of that. Yeah, 2? Yeah, we just did the 3rd cup. Good! Glad I can count today. That's lovely. I kind of need that for my profession I want to go into, but you know what? That's for later me to figure out in college, okay? That's for later me to figure out in college. Alright, I'm trying to open this, and it's working. So, is this sturdy? I think I might want to use the other canister of brown sugar for this. We're going to prop it up here, and then we're going to put the flour in the flour canister, chat, until, you know, it can hold no more. This seems like a really bad idea. Chat, is this a bad idea? No, it's a good idea. Hold on, I'm going to adjust this so I'm holding it in a more better way for if it suddenly collapsed like an iceberg on me. Why is it doing that? This is kind of stressful, not gonna lie. I'm like really focused. Oh god. I don't think I can fit it all in here. Oh wow, that really annoys me. That really... Well, anyways, we're gonna use the rest of this for the next 3 cups. I'm glad that didn't go awry. I was actually kind of concerned that would have went really bad. But you know, it actually went okay. Just pretty good. Pretty good. I guess I need the rest from here. That's like a pretty healthy mix. See, there's a big dip in it. We're gonna add the 3rd cup. The 4th cup. Wait. No. That was my 4th cup. Yeah, that was my 4th cup. Oh my god, I almost just dropped it. Return to flour. Everybody, immediately. Oh, and also, my measuring spoons fell, but that's fine, okay? The world is trying to test me. The world is trying to test me. But I'm not failing it. Because even though I don't know the material, I am a great test taker. Fun fact, if you're good at test taking, you can pass an AP exam. I think that's what I'm going to do with my AP Stats exam that I definitely was not prepared for. What the heck is this thing doing? Okay. Anyways, what we're going to do is ignore this entire mess. I'm not responsible for it, so I'm gonna let the dog, like, lick up the carbohydrates from the ground, and, yeah, not my issue. But I do need to use this, so I'm just gonna, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna leave it out for the Tooth Fairy to come and pick it up, because she'll think it's, like, tooth dust, and so then she'll, like, I don't know, use her Tooth Fairy magic powers. You know, sometimes you say stupid things and you act stupid and you kind of wonder, you know, wow, is my BAC a little bit higher for no reason, even though I haven't done anything that would constitute it being higher than usual? And then you wonder, I wonder what it would be like. Do I add a teaspoon or a tablespoon? I'm about to add it. It's falling! I'm about to add a teaspoon. Teaspoon of salt. I don't really want to mess up this recipe too much more. Shoot! I was supposed to put the flour in slowly. Now it's gonna explode all over the place. Bro, I am not locked in. What is my issue, bro? What is my issue? Goodness gracious. Alright, this is going in the sink. I thought that was going to be a lot louder than it was. I'm actually kind of happy it wasn't as loud as it got. It seems a little controversial, but we're going to use the dough hook. And here's a reason! This is about to be, like a cinnamon roll dough. Yeah. So, if it's a dough, it needs a dough hook. Let's see how this goes. It's actually going pretty good. Pretty chill. Now, chat, this will take a little bit, but I'm going to show you guys what it's currently looking like as it's spinning around very aggressively. Here's a bit of a close-up for the madness that kind of happened. A bit of flour there, a bit of flour there, right by the flour, just a tiny bit over there, just a tiny bit on the floor. You know, if it looks like flour, it is definitely flour. It's a lot of it. Okay. Here's our dough. Here's how it's looking so far. As you can see, it's looking a little like a monster from Monsters Inc. Kawasaki, is that you? No, that's the Madagascar penguin. It's not exactly dough-like. It's sticky. Very sticky. Watch this. It's like the little chunk of poop that hangs off when you're pooping. You know? You know what I'm talking about? I mean, all of you should. It just depends on if you're gonna admit to it. We're gonna see if we need this for a bit, if it kind of becomes more dough-like. As you can see, it's kind of, as it starts taking stuff off the wall, that's what we're kind of looking for. I have my arm over it so it doesn't, like, aggressively go up, because you can kind of see it's moving around quite a bit. So yeah, look at that. That's the gluten at work. For all my gluten-free people, I am so sorry, because all that's going on for you guys is not this, and this is lovely. Stretchy. Oh, it might be a bit overmixed. Oh well, we'll figure out later. Well, anyways, now that my hand is covered in all this dough, I am going to place it in an oiled up bowl. A separate one from the KitchenAid mixer bowl. Because we're going to need the KitchenAid mixer bowl here in about I don't know, however long it takes to get the current dough in the KitchenAid mixture bowl out from the KitchenAid mixture bowl and into a different one. My nose got really itchy all of a sudden. This is a very bad time. It's really itchy.